чужим діткам дулі-дулі.
Happy Thursday, everybody. We got Brian Goldberg. I'm actually really excited about this. We're going to talk about the world of DAOs. Jpeg Dao is out. Should be a pretty good one. Hope you enjoy.
Today we're looking at decentralized autonomous organizations and how they work. A decentralized autonomous organization, also known as a DAO, is like any traditional organization like, say, Uber or Google. The big difference is that it's autonomous. It operates completely transparently and independent of any human intervention, including its original creators. No boss. Result.
Yeah, so that's it basically, right? That's a DAO. Welcome.
Everything's automated. I go to sleep. That's the end.
Hey man, welcome to the show. I'm glad you could swing by, man. First off, I was really intrigued by when I saw you starting to spread Jpeg Dao, and in particular, you've been a core member of the community for quite some years. So hopefully maybe we could just start off by letting you reintroduce yourself to the Stellar family, and for those that don't know who Brian Goldberg is, please introduce yourself.
Sure. So yeah, I've been part of the family. I would say 4 years now.
Wow, man, long time, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's a veteran in Stellar, almost as long as you. And started with kind of this interest in stable coins and digital assets on chain. And this liquidity dream of you go to Starbucks with your home equity and you buy some coffee and it gets converted into whatever they're accepting, and just this idea that everything can be interchangeable. And I just loved it. I did some article writing, started a podcast called Inside Stellar for a little while. Yeah. Man, it's a lot of work writing podcasts. So that lasted a while. I started Lettuce Pay, which won the Stellar Community Fund, which helped small vendors. We did a pilot in New York City, accept any Stellar-based assets and settle in USD. A lot of lessons learned there. We're not going to get into that today, but we ended up selling the technology because we never really found the product market fit that we were looking for. And we weren't really ready to be a full-fledged company, but it was a great experience, and other people are using the tech now that we built. I knew I was going to come back around. I knew I had other projects to do. I stay active in public node, sometimes write for them. But this is the latest project. And at the heart of it is my desire to be positive about the future, to have a project that supplements my main source of income and my day job. That complements it, doesn't supplement it, right? I want to do something a few hours a week, as other people in the Stellar community want to do. They don't have time to start a business, but they want to be part of an effort, even though they don't have developer skills. And that's kind of where this came from for me.
No, that's great. That's great. And that was a cool thing. I remember when we had our last chat, really just, I guess for lack of a better word, really um, picking up your energy. You had a real good vibe. I know you're a new dad now, and just utilizing the community and the Stellar platform in a really unique way. Tell us about JPEG DAO and what exactly is it?
So JPEG DAO is an NFT club where you join and you get you're sent and free NFTs once a month. So you don't have to pay for them; you just get them. And along with that, there's a community of artists and collectors that gather and meet, just like any other club. Talk about technology, talk about new cool stuff you can do with NFTs, potentially more member benefits. And then the other side of it is the DAO side, which is the way your introduction described DAOs is aspirational. A fully automated organization is aspirational, but that's what we aim to achieve. And some DAOs are very technology first, which means they build out all the tech and then they introduce it. We are the opposite. We're people first. Hey, let's get together. Let's collaborate. Let's make decisions as a group, even if they're not decentralized. Let's trust each other. And let's slowly build out the tech to be more decentralized. And I can get into how I decided to go down the DAO road in a few minutes if you want to.
Yeah. I think let's go into that now, because I think that was what really intrigued me too. Was what is a DAO? I've heard of a DAO, I've seen a DAO, but what is a DAO? Like, can you take us down your journey of even coming across this? I feel almost as if like you kind of went away. You kind of went away and like went into the woods somewhere, and you came back with this DAO. So what happened in between that time, and how the heck did you run into it? Tell us about it.
Yeah, I mean, in my journey to learn about ways to replace the current institutions of the world, which you could argue are failing in some ways, I started joining some Ethereum DAOs. These Ethereum DAOs, they were supposedly run on smart contracts, and all the decisions were on chain and things were automated. And when I learned after joining and being active in a few of them, is much of the DAO activity was not automated. Much of it was just collaborative. It was just people on Discord or Telegram talking to each other and doing something as a group. And I thought, you know what? We could do this on Stellar. We have multi-sig wallets. We could tip each other way easier than Ethereum people do. And we have some of the voting technology in place that Ethereum does. Do we have a smart contract that says, if we decide to do this, then the money is sent to that person and the laws change like this? We don't have that yet. But honestly, neither does Ethereum. So I thought, let's try this out on Stellar. Let's build in public. Let's remove the separation of customer and community. I mean, that's part of what DAO does. It's all one group. And let's see what happens. And that's what we've done. I started totally building in public. There's no immaculate decentralization. You start as a single person and you say, hey, I'm going to make the decision. Do you want to help me make the decision? And then you start to give power to more and more people. And that's where we are. The amazing thing is the Stellar community not only jumped in and is helping, but the DAO tools are forming. You have Instant DAO, which recently won the Stellar Community Fund, which anyone with a token can use to vote on anything. And you have Crypto Link, which can use to tip Discord members. And now I'm talking to the folks in TSS to take those votes from Instant DAO and turn them into actions. To me, when you say what is a DAO, it's a group of people collaboratively working with the major financial decisions going on chain. That is a definition you won't hear from anyone else because everyone's definition is different.
So let me ask you this. So I mean, the DAO in itself stands for a decentralized autonomous organization.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not call it something else if technically it's not a decentralized autonomous organization? Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know.
Sure. I think that that's where it strives to be. It strives to
Okay.
say people vote with their token, and then X happens, and then X means money moves, and then someone can do something with that money. Um, at JPEG DAO, we realize that a lot of the things that people are going to have to do, actions they're going to have to take, are going to be involved in Web 2.0. Like
Mm-hmm.
someone's going to have to take a pot of money and go buy an ad or go buy some software, right? And you can't
Right.
do that fully in a Web3 decentralized way. And so instead of trying to take votes and automate the action of moving money, what we are striving to do, which we're not doing yet today, but we're striving to do, is automate the mechanics of a democracy. So what that means is you have the marketing committee that has a fund, a multi-sig
Mm-hmm.
wallet, 5 people on the wallet. Nothing can happen without those people agreeing.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of automating the actions of that wallet, we are going to automate the voting of who is on the committee.
Okay.
So we're going to essentially build an automated democracy as opposed to the automated actions. And I think that's just far more realistic and a better approach.
And you mentioned that, so this on Ethereum, and you said that you were kind of looking at it from the perspective of they say they're autonomous, but they're not. Could you talk a little bit maybe on what your experience in the Ethereum community and maybe the illusion of their smart contracts?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
share a little bit
yeah.
of that?
I spent quite a bit of time at Bankless DAO. And
Okay.
Bankless DAO is a quite mature DAO with 25, 35,000 people in it. Um,
Wow.
with articles out every week, their own NFT store, their own education website. Like this is a big operation. There's even a
Man.
separate company that's not a DAO that has 5, 10 employees. So this is a mature
Jeez.
operation. But even in Bankless DAO, you go into, they don't call it a committee, they call it can't remember the name, but it basically means a committee. You go into one of these groups and you see the people talking back and forth. Hey, should we do this? Should we do that?